What it is, YouTube? It's Playback coming back with another bullseye of a video here today on the channel. We're gonna be showing you how to get solid vocals that sit in the mix very well. So if y'all do like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Want to check out the studio, check out the website, and also you want to book us for a mix. We have a beautiful studio here, so check it out. So let's get to the gems right now, though. I would love to show you guys how to get some solid vocals. So I'm actually going to be mixing a different type of song here today. It's going to be country music. So yeah, let's go.
Found myself with a ball and a chain, trying to find my life in this driving rain. Tell me, preacher man, can you see into the flames? Is the storm within my soul?
Okay, so you guys have a basic understanding of what we're working here with today. I'm actually going to be breaking down the rest of the mix once I finish it, but today it's just the vocals. So in terms of getting vocals, you always want to imagine it to be like a ball of Play-Doh, okay? So because I want this ball of Play-Doh to be shaped in a certain way to fit the space which the music is giving us, I actually got to make sure my ball of Play-Doh is even, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here, and I'm actually like, this is what I always do in my mixes. I go to the waveform, and I just bring it down rather than using like a limiter or something like that, which might add some, tone or something. I just transparently go in here and I just start to level everything out. So I'm getting my ball of Play-Doh to be ready for me to put it into the block of the music.
Tell me, preacher man, can you see into the flame? Is the storm within my soul gonna? So what you gonna do when the sun sets blue? Shadow man come for you. What you gonna say? Live and die today, never gonna fade away. Well, help me, brother Gabriel, I've got to get away. Cause that devil's riding high, man, I see him every day. The shadow man come for you. What are you gonna say? Live or die today, better not fade away.
So essentially, imagine it to be like cooking. That's kind of like my pre-process, my marination. I actually go into the waveform where there might be too much transient energy, and I just make sure that ball of Play-Doh is even and not lumpy. Okay, so then there's a great plugin I love to use. It's called Split S. So essentially what it's going to do is it's actually going to go in and take out the going to take out all of the harsh words with a lot of energy, and it's going to do it for me. Back in the days, what I would do is I would actually go in the waveform and literally get everything to sound perfect. But I love this plugin Split S because it's quick, and he's kind of got a honky honk voice. So that's why we're gonna be using that plugin to get rid of some of the harshness out of it, but transparently, not with like a de-esser, but actually using genuine level gain. Okay.
So what you gonna do when the sun sets blue? Shadow man come for you. So what you gonna do when the sun sets blue? Shadow man come for you.
All right, cool. So you see what it's doing. After that, I'm going to actually use the SSL-G on his voice. I just love how his voice specifically just has a really, really dope mid-range. So I actually want to enhance it. I don't want to make it sound too clean, but I want to play into the strengths of his vocal. So I'm going to use something like the SSL-G, and it's a male vocal. So let's work on the low end.
So what you gonna do when the sun sets blue? Shadow man come for you. So what you gonna do when the sun sets blue? Shadow man come for you. So what you gonna do when the sun sets? So what you gonna do when the sun sets blue? Shadow man come for you. So what you gonna do when the sun sets through? The shadow man come for you. So what you gonna do when the sun sets through? The shadow man come for you. So what you gonna do when the sun?
All right, so I kind of identified the part of his voice that I really like that I actually want to boost. So actually what I'm going to do is, okay, first of all, let me get my level to be right. I'm actually going to bring in something like an 1176. I don't want something that's too heavy. So I'm probably going to go with the Legacy because I don't want to, I kind of have an idea of how I'm going to distort the part that I do like.
So what you gonna do when the sun sets through? The shadow man come for you. What you gonna say? Live and die today, never gonna fade away. What you gonna do when the sun sets through? The shadow man come for you. What you gonna say? Live and die today, never gonna fade away. So what you gonna do when the sun sets through? The shadow man come for you.
Because I really want to get like a good amount of aggression out of the voice. I'm probably gonna just pull it back a little bit, but usually like if it was maybe rock or like rap, I would actually let the input volume be really hard because I want it to be a bully and kind of smack the plugins. And because I'm smacking the plugins, it's actually gonna bring like a certain tone out of the plugins, but I'm just gonna pull it down for proper gain staging. But usually you can actually kind of break the rules and go a little bit hot on the plugins and they're gonna distort because of the input.
Found myself with a ball and a chain, trying to find my life in this driving rain.
All right, so I kind of got everything like how I want it to sound, and I'm gonna use a Spectre to add some harmonic density to the area I genuinely do like, which is his like mid-range and everything. So there's different characteristics. There's the warm mode, which is like an 11 LA2A style triode tube. So I'm probably gonna go with that.
Found myself with a ball and a chain, trying to find my life in this driving rain. Tell me, preacher man, can you see into the flames? Is this storm within my soul gonna wash my sins away? So what you gonna do when the sun sets through? The shadow man come for you. What you gonna say? Live and die today, never gonna fade away.
So you hear it actually kind of adds a little bit of character, not only just like a basic EQ. You know, sometimes I don't go to just, you know, the actual EQ. I use, you know, like a harmonic EQ like the Spectre because I know it's going to bring in some life. It's going to, you know, I'm isolating the part that I like and it's going to bring in a little bit of seasoning, a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of tomato sauce. So that's what I'll do. I'll use like a basic EQ like this to locate that area. Then I'll actually use like a saturator to boost it. Or I'll pick like another saturator plugin and, you know, get some density there on that specific area. So that's a pretty good way of doing that. Okay, so we've only got a couple plugins and I'm probably at that point, I probably use like a C4 on this plugin because he's got that honky tonk type of thing in his voice. And I actually kind of just want to like control it while also doing a little bit of de-essing. So C4 is another great plugin to get those solid vocals like that.
So what are you gonna do when the sun sets through? The shadow man come for you. And what are you gonna say? Live and die today, better not fade away.
you bring that, what are you gonna do? All that distortion and everything that we did, it's starting to bring that out. What are you gonna do? It puts more emotional emphasis on it, pretty much. And that's where the split S is dope too. Watch how it's working on that part.
So what are you gonna do when the sun sets through? The shadow man come for you.
So, you know, I've been able to achieve all of that without a de-esser so far, just using this plugin. And the vocals are pretty hot. The vocals are pretty hot. So yeah, you know, that's probably what we finish off with. And because it's a male vocal, controlling the low end using something like a C4 is great to get it to feel nice and bold in a country mix like this. So, you know, this is not similar to rap. This is a whole different genre that must be treated with a certain respect. You know, we want to embrace that aggressiveness and the emotional appeal of his voice and everything like that. So that's why, you know, I went with the SSLG channel strip because I understood that, okay, there's a certain, you know, tone, a certain color, a certain flavor, a certain barbecue rub that we're throwing on the vocals in order to achieve a proper mainstream sound. And using something like the 1176, but knowing his vocal already has that character that a regular 1176 probably would be too overwhelming because the components like the transistor would just make that hunkiness of his voice being too much. So that's a way to achieve solid vocals that sound really good in the mix, is by being meticulous, understanding like, okay, if I put this type of barbecue seasoning with this type of oil inside of this type of grill pit, you know, it's going to produce a certain flavor. If I burn this type of barbecue with this certain type of propane or this wood, it's going to bring out a certain flavor, and bringing that same mentality to the music. So that's pretty much the end of the video. I just want to say thanks a lot for being a great part of the YouTube family. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Suggest more video ideas down below. We're going to keep breaking down this mix. So let us know how you feel about this video. Appreciate y'all now. Peace.